Accessibility versus facility. That's Dave's RV Life's dilemma. He is back there in Pennsylvania where he spent the summer, except for that trip he did up to Michigan with Ausia, John, Steve, Dana, etc., etc., etc. RV Rebel Girl, Carolyn. They were all up there at the UP schooly thing, schooly up in Upper Peninsula, Michigan. But anyway, he's back home, back at his base camp there in Pennsylvania, Western PA, and he is trying to decide what to do with his vehicles. Now, he has a Betty the Bounder, which is a Class A, right? Class A, yeah. Anyway, and Biggie, you know, it's a big Class A. And Betty has a couple issues, including she had some transmission issues, but he said he's got them all fixed. There was a switch or something that he had to fix, and he said Betty's running good. And he's got Betty all cleaned up, and Betty's looking good. Betty's looking good. But he also got a van over the summer, and he's been fixing that up, and he loves the van. And again, but here's the deal. Of course, living in the van full-time would be a pain. It's small. It doesn't have all the, you know, the indoor bathroom stuff and everything else, and the shower and the closets and the space and the nice big bed, and you know, he likes the comforts of the big RV, but at the same time, the big RV is kind of hard to get around. It's, you know, it's hard to take down mountain roads. It's hard to take back up into the woods, a little bit of off-roading, which he likes to do. And he's got the van, which is good for that, and it's great on a trip, he said, but he doesn't want to be like living in it, especially now that winter and chillier weather is coming into Pennsylvania. You know, he doesn't want to have to live in the van. He likes living in the, you know, this is a nice place to live. But he wants to get a Class C, maybe get, you know, say, adios, Betty, so that at least the Class C would kind of be the intermediary. It'd be, you know, smaller and easier to travel with, and yet it still offers the comforts of home. But yet, he hasn't found the Class C he wants. He's been looking on Facebook Marketplace, and he still hasn't decided. And he's not in any rush. He said he wants to find the perfect vehicle. He doesn't want to just go buy something. But with winter coming, looks like he's going to be holding on to Betty for a little while longer anyway. So he said he's, you know, willing to travel and you know, go somewhere else if he finds the right Class C. So that's Dave's dilemma. Ooh, what would you do if you were Dave? I don't know. You know, again, you know, what some people do with Class A's is they get that tow car or something, you know, get a little vehicle or get something that is a little more nimble, and then you can kind of, you know, drive around in the Class A with all your comfort and space, and then you still have another vehicle where you can take it off-roading and do some other stuff in it. I don't know, man. Decisions. He does say that Betty the Bounder is technically, yes, still up for sale. So, you know, if you want to make an offer, if you want to come by and see it, he's ready to show it. So, I don't know. Shocker. He said he's going to sell Bella the Wonder Dog, too. He's tired of Bella. He wants a new dog. No, I'm kidding. That's a joke. That was a joke. That's a joke. Oh, Hobo Shoestring, suffering from food poisoning, hasn't been able to eat the last couple days and has been feeling pretty rotten. We've got a number of nomads lately that haven't been feeling well. I don't know what it is, you know, could be, you know, that's obviously not the V, I guess, but the V can be a lot of things. I don't know, he's had the V several times, or at least one, no, he had the V. Did he have it twice? I don't know. Everybody's getting sick right now, so I don't know. They're just not feeling well. So we hope we hope people are feeling better. But, you know, winter's coming, and the traditional FLU season will be here soon. And then on top of that, the Delta variant and all, man, I don't know, man. Hey, you know, today is 9/11, and I'm not doing my morning chat today because I'm going to be catching some of the memories and the memorial stuff for that fateful day 20 years ago. Here's Papa Texas doing a little video on it. Question I have for you guys, do we have anybody out there in the crowd of nomads that was a nomad back on 9/11? You know, now this was way before the YouTube-y thing came along. No, was it? Yeah. YouTube didn't come along till like 05, 06, 07, And then it didn't get big for a couple more years. So in 2001, I don't think YouTube was even a thing back then. But we're the Nomads. I mean, were you a nomad 20 years ago? Were you actually living pretty much on the road 20 years ago? I'm curious. Did we have people that have been nomads this whole 20-year period? Let me know in the comments below. I'm kind of curious if some of the folks we covered today have been nomads that long. I don't know. Anyway, wow. Yeah, where were you 20 years ago today? I was driving my mom to the doctor there in beautiful Northern Virginia, and yeah, I put on Howard Stern on the radio as I dropped her off, and I was going to do a few errands, and then I hear Howard Stern talk about what happened with the World Trade Centers, and I rushed home, put CNN on, and then wow, I was watching the whole thing, and then had to go pick up my mother, and the doctor's office was closing, and there was like an emergency broadcast about a jet that was heading full speed towards the Washington area, and they had to get everybody mobilized for this. They didn't know what was going on, and then of course it crashed into the Pentagon. Man, oh man, that was a crazy time. Anyway, 20 years ago, what were you doing 20 years ago? That rolling earth ship Luis looking for treasure in the Black Hills. Oh yeah. Okay, Carolyns RV Life there. She is announcing another meet and greet there in New York. A nice live chat here. But she talks about it. You see this. You do see this, especially when you drive through conservative areas of the good old US of A. People still have their Trump 2020 signs up, right? That's very common, even. And she said people actually go out and put they write or whatever on the signs. He lost, right? Well, anyway, that's just, I guess, a matter of record. But anyway, she can't get quite away from politics. It always is part of her mental landscape, shall we call it that, anyway. So she seems pretty happy. You got it. Anyway, I like doing these freeze frames. I like doing the freeze frames. It's like, whoa! Yeah, Trump lost. Oh! Not that we take any political sides here, but it is interesting. It's interesting to see how many Trump 2020 signs you still see out in people's yards and stuff, even though the election was almost a year ago. Anyway, no, he didn't. No, I know I'm going to get comments. No, he didn't lose. It was all rigged. Whatever. But anyway, so she's going to have another meetup. So she did have a meetup a while back in Green Bay, and anyway, so yeah, I do have to hand it to Carolyn. She has been traveling. She's not sitting on her butt, just kind of pretending to travel. She's actually been moving all across the country over the summer, and got to hand it to her. She is a nomad. She's not pretending to be one. Ishi Boots has entered Zimbabwe. That is cool. That is her she started out in South Africa, then she went to Zambia. No, she went to Namibia, and then she went to Botswana. So this is country number 4. Technomadia has got a good video here on the tips for traveling the Blue Ridge Parkway, which goes from Virginia into North Carolina. It's a beautiful road if you have never been on it. It is absolutely one of the nicest, if you wanted, I've always thought about just getting on the Blue Ridge Parkway and doing like 5 miles a day and just spending a couple weeks on it. That would be cool. Prepper Wayne, trip to Illinois, the beginning of the breakdowns. Again, Prepper Wayne, it's B-R-E-A-K, okay? Breakdown is a B-R-E-A-K. The brakes, like stop your vehicle, is B-R-A-K-E. Get it right. This is the second time he's made that mistake. Oh, his panda found somebody else. I don't know. Ausia, I mean. She's traveling west. I guess she was up at the UP there in Michigan, and then John split and went somewhere, and then she went west, and then eventually went over to meet the DOR, Destination Open Road Terry, and then I think she went down to Bend, and then eventually back to the compound, the panda compound. But anyway, she's catching up with the videos here, and heading west across the Great Plains there, and so that's the latest from her. A nice video. Always nice stuff from Ausia there, and she's looking good. I think she's looking good. I think I like those sunglasses. So anyway, hey, you got to shout out Boondocking Charlie there. Yeah, he's proud to hang that flag on the door. Yeah, Anyway, day of boondocking with Boondocking Charlie. Check out Boondocking Charlie's channel. It's really cool. I do watch it occasionally. He did have a couple breakdowns a while back, but anyway, he gets out on the road and travels around. Look at that old car. Look at that old Studebaker now. Isn't that neat? Wow. And what happened? A crazed squirrel attack. Oh no! No bears, just some squirrels. And then nice slice of life video there. And of course, nothing beats. What is it? Nothing beats. I gotta get this in frame here. Hold on. A nice cold brewski. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Check him out. Boondock Charlie there. Okay. Yeah. Almost 500 subs. Let's see if we can get him up to the 500 sub mark, so he can get his little cardboard plaque there from YouTube. Yeah! We reported yesterday Kimber Van Kimmer's back in the hospital with more kidney stones, infections, or whatever. We will keep you updated. There is nothing new this morning, Saturday morning, the 11th of September, on his Facebook. So we'll keep you updated. That ought to do it for a quick one on the Saturday morning, the 11th of September. We'll be back at 7 p.m. Eastern tonight with a live chat. No live chat this morning. We did a live chat yesterday. I want to thank everybody for being there. I was over at Green Eggs and Jam there here in Morganton, North Carolina. We had a lot of nice people. And we had Mr. Rockford calling in and ordering a Carpenter's album from Stacy there, which was really cool. So Stacy will get that in the mail to you really soon. I didn't know Rockford was a Carpenter's fan. Karen Carpenter. Yeah. Hey, thanks for watching. Have a good rest of your day. We'll chat later, Vlog Under.